Recording's going, and gonna start stream in 3, 2, 1. Stream's going, double checking to see if it's live. It's trying. It looks like, yep, we're live. Okay, what's going on? I think we should be good.
We're back. Thank you, everyone. Sorry if my sound quality sounds worse. My internet decided to die, so I'm on my phone now. Don't know why, but that happened. Um, so we're ready for our next episode. So everyone just go ahead and go down the line and say who you're going to be voicing.
Hello, my name is Athenaeum. I'm going to be voicing Harvey Bullock.
My name is Cade. I'm pretty sure I'm just voicing like a junkie or two here in this episode. Carl.
Yeah, we don't need a Batman. I mean, it's not really a necessary character.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes
Batman
I forget to unmute because I'm polite. But hi, my
Weird.
name is Carl G. Brooks, and I'm voicing Bruce Wayne.
Hi, I'm Hannah Dove, and I play Julie Madison.
Archer.
No, I know. Sorry, my brain derped. I am John Archer, who has a derpy brain, and I will be voicing an Ojaman in place of a nice man who needs to get well soon, and possibly various extras that we haven't run into yet.
Hi, my name is James. I don't think I'm voicing anyone in this episode. I'm just here for the ride.
Hi, I'm Jazzy Oliver. I'll be voicing Bruno this episode.
Hi there, I'm Josh Lee, and I voice Howard Brandon this episode. Well, series-wise.
Hi, I'm Dylan Raspel. As always, I'm going to be voicing Alfred Pennyworth.
Hi there, I'm Crystal Martinez, and I will be voicing Holly Robinson.
Hi, I'm Lucia Lobosvia. I'm going to be voicing Selena Kyle, aka Future Catwoman, and I also wrote the script.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm probably voicing just some extras in the background.
Hi, my name is Ryan Hoyle. I'm voicing a pimp.
And I am Christopher Sword of Destiny Johnson, and I will be narrating once again.
Okay, then I think we are ready to start. So whenever you're ready, Chris, take us away.
Batman Athenaeum, Episode 18, They Bloom in the Spring, by Lucia Lobos Villa, based on the works of Bill Finger and Bob Kane. Adapted in part from Batman Year 1 by Frank Miller. Exterior, Wayne Manor, Gardens, morning. Bruce is in his martial arts gi, practicing. He has cinder blocks set up on a stump to break. He takes a deep breath and practices his katas.
Unmute your mic, please. Art.
I hate buttons. I'm not ready.
Bruce smashes through the blocks with his hand.
I have the means, the skill, but not the method.
Bruce kicks at the tree, causing cracks to appear in its thick trunk.
No, that's not true. I have 100 methods, but something's missing. Something isn't right. I can't take another risk like last time. I have to be sure.
Bruce keeps kicking at the tree. It's cracking and splintering, but he can't quite get through it. He stops, breathing heavily, and wipes his brow.
I have to wait. I have to.
Interior, Selena's apartment. Selena gets dressed in the sexiest looking attire she has. A lace-up corset with no bra or shirt underneath. showing plenty of cleavage. A tiny pencil skirt with a high slit on one side. She looks in the mirror to ensure that it looks right.
Yes, I know it's cliche. Clothes make a man, the lack of them make a woman. I never cared for the saying.
She smirks in the mirror and lifts the unslitted side of the skirt to reveal a kniff.
To reveal a knife?
To reveal a knife.
Kniff's not allowed here.
I couldn't tell if that was on purpose or not.
Of course it was
But
on
there's
purpose.
but there's something to be said for leaning into expectations. They're sure to search me for weapons. A gun would be suspicious, but carrying no means of self-defense would be even more so.
She lowers the skirt and throws on a long coat, closing it up to cover herself. She puts on a blonde bob wig and grabs large sunglasses to conceal her identity. She walks over to the counter and flips through the file she got for Edward Nashton. Icon words. We see the picture of the blonde girl using the name Selena Calabrese.
Whoever you are, you little imposter, I'm coming for you.
Selena puts on the sunglasses and walks out the door.
It's a risk, but I've waited long enough.
The door shuts.
I'm ready.
Interior, downtown Gotham parking structure. Evening. Bruce sits in a beat up junker car in a public parking garage. He has his cell phone on speaker on the dash while he checks the prosthetic makeup on his face. He's dressed in raggedy, baggy clothing with a beanie on his head. He periodically lights matches using them to light a cigarette and then puts the match out. He then puts the cigarettes in an ashtray and lets them keep smoking up the car.
You're certain of this, sir?
Yes, everything is in place. The attendant at the hotel was even kind enough to ask me for my autograph.
So, your alibi is that Bruce Wayne has been sat at the same hotel as a visiting Hollywood sex icon.
Silver St. Cloud. She's in town filming on location. That should generate sufficient rumors on the account of my whereabouts for the next few hours.
Let's hope you're right, sir. And what of Miss Madison?
I said rumors, Alfred. Unverified. She'll have to trust me.
And why wouldn't she, sir? It's not as if you're keeping something from her.
I'm doing this for her.
Bruce sighs, touching up a fake gash in his cheek.
You're sure these prosthetics will be enough?
I'm not sure of any of this, Master Bruce. But if you must go through with it, a change in clothing and complexion can do wonders.
And a scar? Wouldn't that be a standout?
A single, memorable, distracting feature. Bruce Wayne has no such gouge. No one will think to compare you right away.
Bruce Wayne also doesn't smoke. So the smell of cigarettes
should also create a subconscious differentiation.
I'm grateful for your years in the theater.
If only you would consider the arts as your outlet, rather than whatever this is.
It's just a reconnaissance mission, no combat. You'll find Marco's whereabouts so Julie can rest easy knowing what happened to her old friend.
So you say, sir. Any particular reasons to not go to the police?
Marco's got a warrant out for his arrest for selling out illicit substances. That's probably the reason he's gone underground. I have to do this for myself.
Be careful, Master Bruce. Please.
I have to go. Checking in soon.
Bruce hangs up. He tucks the matches in his coat pocket and gets out of the car. He tosses the ashtray with the cigarettes into the trash bin and shuts the car door. Exterior, downtown Gotham, street corner. Selena gets out of a taxi in front of a worn-down old tenement building. She hands the driver a few bills.
Keep the change.
She shuts the door and the driver goes off. She turns to the building, approaching a group of scantily clad workers on the street corner.
Ladies, rough evening, I take it. That's one hell of a shiner.
Selena gestures to the black eye on one of the girls. The girls murmur against themselves, backing away from Selena.
It's okay. I don't mean you any.
A pimp comes over, wearing his suit and fedora, and approaches Selena.
Hey, what are you bothering my girls for? You a cop? I'm all paid up for the month.
Selena sighs, taking off her sunglasses to look the pimp in the eye.
Relax, skunk. I'm interested in a job.
Classy looking girl like you. Got all your teeth, you talk all educated like. What the hell you need to be working the streets for?
What can I say? It's a harsh world out there for a girl all on her own.
Selena opens her coat, revealing what she's wearing. The pimp whistles.
Okay, I'm impressed. What's your name, sweetheart?
Irina Dubrovna.
You sure you ain't a vice?
Whatever can I do to prove it to you?
The pimp gets close, touching Selena's neck and throat lustfully.
All right. Go on inside. Bruno will get you set up. I'll be right there.
Don't keep me waiting. Mwah.
Selena blew him a kiss and saunters past him into towards the building.
I'm playing a dangerous game. Despite all appearances, I'm not exactly experienced in this field. Leo was the only man I'd ever. No, don't think about him.
Selena smiles up at the bouncer. He's a feminine looking man, dressed like a working girl himself and smoking a cigarette.
You must be Bruno. Care to frisk me?
She grins. Bruno grunts in annoyance, rolling his eyes and pats her down. He finds a knife and pulls it out of its holster, showing it to her.
What? It's a tough part of town. I don't have muscles like yours under my clothes.
Selena traces Bruno's chest, biting her bottom lip alluringly. Bruno grabs her wrists, pulling her hands off of him.
Sorry, sister. You're not my type. Especially not in that dollar store weave.
It was worth a shot.
You're clear. Follow me.
Bruno gestures for Selena to follow him. Selena walks inside. Bruno smacks her ass as she goes in and laughs.
Breathe. Just have to play the part until I find who I'm looking for. Then I'm gone.
Interior, rundown tenement, hallway. Bruno leads Selena through the shabby hallway, up the stairs to a room on the third floor. In the hall, there are a few working girls chatting up their customers, smoking, etc.
None of the girls look like the picture, but Eddie's intel was sure she'd be here. He better be right.
Bruno reaches into his pocket to pull out a ring of keys. Bruno finds the right one, unlocks the door, and swings it open.
This is your room. Everything you should need should be inside.
Selena walks inside. Interior, rundown tenement, Selena's room. The room is basic. Not the cleanest place, but serviceable. A bra hangs from the bedpost.
Hey, there's still clothes here. What happened to the last?
The door slams shut. Bruno is gone.
Girl. I probably don't want to know.
Selena shrugs off her coat, tossing it onto the bed, and starts looking around. She opens a window. There's some fetish outfits in the closet. On the wall, there's hooks holding BDSM gear. Selena walks over and takes a look.
Wouldn't hurt to have a weapon, but most of this stuff is probably worthless outside of its intended purpose. Well, hello.
Selena pulls a bullwhip off the wall.
A whip, huh? Perhaps it's the feline in me that wants revenge on the lion tamer. Or maybe I just watched too many Indiana Jones flicks as a kid.
Selena swings the whip around, giving it a try. She aims for the bra on the bedpost and accidentally snaps the bedpost in half.
Not too bad. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship. As soon as I get you disinfected, who knows where you've been, huh?
Selena goes over to the sink and starts cleaning the whip. Exterior, downtown Gotham, street corner. Bruce in his matches Malone's disguise. Bruce in his matches Malone disguise walks through the streets.
It's a block's walk to the enemy camp. It's been educational.
Junkies on the street beg for money. Others spit threats at Bruce as he walks by, angry
Come
at being
on,
ignored.
man. I need a hit. I'm real sick.
Drugs, man. Give me the drugs.
Jane.
Please give me the drugs.
Spare a dollar. I have a
I was
family,
sized
dude.
up like a piece of meat by the
Give me your
time
fucking needles.
at Robin Park waded through a field of human rubble that lay sleeping in front of an overcrowded finger memorial mission.
Bruce turns a corner and arrives in front of the same tenement Selena went inside of.
Finally, the worst of it. The East End. Known by the locals as the Narrows. Hard to believe it's gotten worse.
A girl, no older than 13, tugs at Bruce's sleeve. She's wearing far too much makeup and is dressed in a way meant to entice. This is Holly Robinson.
Hey, mister. Cheer you up?
Doubt it. How old are you?
Young as you want me to be.
The pimp sees this interaction and hurries over, furious.
Stupid little. That's all wrong, Selena. You're doing it wrong.
Did just what you said! Just like.
The pimp starts ushering Holly away.
That's right, honey. But you gotta pick your types. Gotta know which ones want what you got. This one's not.
Hey, I haven't said, have I?
The pimp stops, looking back at Bruce over his shoulder.
That vice I smell? That crazy vet bed. That's an old one, man.
I'm not the police, believe me.
The pimp grunts suspiciously, and then looks down at Holly.
You still here? I told you to go, sweet chunks.
But he hasn't said.
The pimp grabs Holly by the hair. Holly screams in pain as the pimp yells at her.
Ah!
Interior rundown tenement. Selena's room. Selena is tucking the cleaned whip into her belt. She can hear the screaming coming from the street.
We'll talk this over later, Selena.
Selena?
Let go!
Selena runs over to the window, looking outside of it in the scene below.
It can't be. She's just a kid.
Exterior, downtown Gotham, street corner. The pimp starts dragging Holly inside by her hair.
You're coming inside. Now!
No, I think you're finished with her.
Bruce goes over and moves to stand in the pimp's way.
Man, you're pushing me. You looking for a new scar? Just tell me where, man.
Selena watches this all from her window.
Can't be Vice. The man said they're all paid up. Just some idiot out to get himself killed.
The pimp pretends to turn away, but reaches into his pocket.
Dead giveaway.
The pimp swings at Bruce suddenly with a switchblade. Bruce steps out of harm's way, having seen it coming. Bruce then grabs the pimp's arm, twisting his wrist until he drops the knife.
Ah!
Bruce then pushes the pimp back and kicks him into the crowd of girls.
Idiot. I should have never done this. I have to get out of here before I'm drawing attention.
Just as Bruce is about to leave, he feels pain in his leg. He screams in agony and looks down to see Holly has picked up the knife and stabbed him in the thigh.
I got him! Come on, you guys!
The girls and Bruno all jump on Bruce, trying to subdue him, grabbing, kicking, scratching, hair pulling, whatever they can do. Bruce shoves them away as best he can manage. He grabs Holly's wrist and forces the knife out of her hand. Holly falls to the floor, holding her wrist in pain.
Bastard!
Selena jumps down from her window, sliding down the fire escape, and hits the ground gracefully. All the girls back away in shock, including Holly, who huddles with them, afraid. Selena stands and saunters over to Bruce, pulling the whip out.
You know what I hate most about men?
I have a feeling you're gonna tell me.
I've never met a real one.
Selena charges Bruce and they engage in hand-to-hand combat. Selena kicks at his face, and Bruce catches her leg.
You're fast.
I bet I could say the same about you, lover boy.
Selena uses the whip, catching his cheek. Bruce makes a pained sound, letting go of Selena. They start fighting again. Bruce sweeps Selena's leg and sends her to the ground. Holly runs over to check on her, shaking her. Bruce kneels beside her, concerned.
Lady, are you okay?
I didn't mean.
Don't touch her!
Holly shoves Bruce. Sirens begin to blare out, growing ever closer.
Oh, scatter!
Get up! Please get up!
The girls, Bruno, and the pimp all take off. The cop cars pull up, screeching to a halt. Bullock and Brandon get out of a cop car, guns drawn.
Freeze!
Hands up or we shoot!
Bruce and Selena both spring to their feet immediately. Hands up.
If
They catch me. If they catch you!
Brandon fires, hitting Bruce in the thigh. Bruce stumbles a bit, but manages to stay standing. Bullock reaches over to stop him.
What was that for?
You told them not to move.
And you told them to put their hands up. You can't contradict me like that, bro!
As Bullock and Brandon keep arguing, Selena looks over at Bruce.
Hey, you got a car?
About a block away.
I got the cops. You get the girl.
They kill you.
I can handle myself. Go, while they're distracted.
Bruce nods and moves, scooping up Holly.
Hey, put me down!
Stop or I'll shoot!
Selena uses the whip to knock the gun out of Brandon's hand. Brandon yelps in pain. Selena turns and runs after Bruce and Holly.
The hell? Was that a whip? What a hit!
Why didn't you shoot?
Did you not see that though? Shit was crazy, like some in Belmont shit. That's what that was.
Simon, who?
What, you never play Castlevania? I got an NES back up. Never mind. Get in the car!
Bullock and Brandon get in the car and give chase, sirens blazing. Bruce and Selena duck into an alleyway to avoid being spotted. Just like that. Exterior, downtown Gotham. Alleyway. Bruce and Selena sit behind a dumpster. Bruce holding Holly's mouth to keep her quiet as the police vehicles speed by. Once the cop cars have passed, they breathe in relief. Bruce yelps suddenly, pulling back his hand. Holly starts struggling in his grip.
She bit me!
I'll do worse! Let go of me!
She's certainly a fighter, isn't she?
Selena grabs Holly's face suddenly, making Holly look at her.
Enough. Stop struggling. I'm trying to help you. Or did you forget who just saved you back there?
Holly stops struggling.
What's your name?
Selena Calabrese.
I'm not a John, you lying little brat. Your real name.
Holly pouts.
Holly.
Holly who?
I don't got... It's just Holly.
Selena softens, letting go of Holly's face.
How old are you?
18.
Try again.
16?
Last chance before I let him have you.
Bruce smirks, catching on.
16 sounds old enough for me.
Oh! Okay! I'm 14. Next month.
Oh, God. Holly, what are you doing out here? Where are your parents?
Holly shrugs.
Don't got none.
How about an aunt, a grandparent, a cousin? Anything?
Holly shakes her head, eyes downcast.
Mm-mm.
So you're a homeless little stray with no one looking out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
You're freezing cold. Here.
Bruce shrugs off his coat, wrapping it around Holly.
Thanks. So, you're on your own too?
That's right. And from one stray to another, you know what that means? You get to pick whatever last name you want. Who's going to tell you otherwise?
I always liked the park. The way the plum blossom petals blow in the breeze. Between clients, I wait by the window for them. For the spring. They bloom in spring.
What? Robinson Park? The one? The one with the gang problem?
Selena elbows Bruce, giving him a look.
Oh, right. That Robinson Park, right. Yeah. Lovely place.
It's very nice to meet you, Holly Robinson.
Holly laughs, so happy.
Wow! I've never had my own name before. Who are you guys? Are you cops?
Selena looks up at Bruce.
Definitely not. No cop would have done anything so stupid. Or so brave. Who are you, lover boy?
Name's Malone. Mateo Malone.
Mateo? ¿Hablas español? Or italiano?
Why? You speak one?
Maybe I speak both.
Quite the accomplished linguist for a prostitute.
Hooker!
Sex worker.
Right.
Holly bounces in Bruce's lap. Bruce winces, seeing stars of pain in his vision, and makes a pained sound.
Sorry, I guess I stabbed you real good back there.
It's okay. You were just defending yourself. It's the cops that got me.
Holly moves off of Bruce's lap, revealing a puddle of blood around him. Holly gasps in shock.
Not okay. That's a lot of blood. Bastards must have nicked an artery.
Now that you mention it, that would explain why my vision's swimming. Shame. I can't see you clearly. You sound beautiful.
Stop joking. This is serious. You could die. I need something. A tourniquet? I don't know.
Holly reaches into Bruce's coat, looking for something. She pulls out the book of matches.
I got matches.
Selena looks back at Holly.
Where'd you get those?
His coat. You must smoke like a chimney, mister. It smells.
Give them here.
Holly hands Selena the matches. Selena reaches down to undo Bruce's pants. He grabs her hand, stopping her.
No,
I'm not going to hurt you.
that's not what I'm worried about.
Selena,
Have it your way.
Selena rips open the knife hole in Bruce's pants instead.
Good thing they shot the same leg Holly stabbed, or this would be a lot harder.
Lucky day!
Selena finds the bullet hole.
This'll hurt. Try not to move.
Sounds like the line came through.
Got it!
Selena lights a match and cauterizes the wound. Bruce inhales sharply through his clenched teeth in pain.
There. That stopped bleeding, at least. You should still see a doctor.
Fine.
Bruce exhales, trying to endure, then looks up at Selena blearily.
I hate to ask, but think you can help me to my car?
Sure thing, matches.
Selena tosses the matchbook at Bruce. He catches it. She helps him up, and the three of them walk away. Exterior, motel, night. Bruce pulls up in front of a motel in his junker car.
You sure I can't take you someplace?
Sorry, I don't give out my address on the first date. This'll do fine.
Bruce chuckles. Selena and Holly hop out of the car. Bruce rolls down the window.
I never caught your name.
Irina Dubrovna.
I mean your real name.
Selena leans into his window, smiling at him flirtatiously.
I'll give you mine. when you give me yours, Mateo.
She leans in close, like she's going to kiss him, and instead flicks the cut on his cheek she made with her whip.
Hey!
Selena puts on... Sorry. Selena puts on her sunglasses and turns away.
Holly, come on.
Ming! Bye, Mr. Maloney.
Holly hurries after Selena, taking her hand as the two walk inside.
Cop. Undercover Fed. Hard to say, or maybe she's just another lost soul in the night. Tired of seeing innocents suffer in this city. Either way, the kid's in safe hands now. I have to believe that.
Bruce rolls up the window and drives away. He checks his phone and sees he has a bunch of missed calls from Alfred and a couple from Julie.
Damn it!
Bruce calls Alfred back on speaker, pulling the prosthetics off.
Master Bruce!
Hey, sorry I didn't check in sooner. I ran into a bit of trouble.
Thank goodness you're not hurt. You're not hurt, are you?
I'm alive.
What an encouragingly low bar. Miss Madison has been worried sick. You haven't returned her calls.
I know. Look, I'm on my way back. Tell Julie.
Tell her yourself. I've done enough lying on your behalf for one evening.
Alfred hangs up. Bruce sighs.
That's fair. Time to
Bruce
put on...
dials Julie. As it rings, he thinks to himself.
Time to put the mysterious Miss Durbana out of my mind. Can't keep living two lives like this. Once I find Marco, this is the end of this.
Bruce?
Hey, Julie, I'm so sorry. I should have called sooner. I got mugged.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
I mean, it could have been worse.
That doesn't sound good. Are you at home?
I'm on my way.
I'll be right there. Love you.
Julie hangs up. Bruce frowns.
It's the last one. After tonight, no more lies. Julie deserves better than that.
Bruce puts down the phone and drives off. Interior motel. Selena's room. Selena and Holly enter their room, shutting the door behind them. Holly gasps.
Oh, wow! The bed's so big!
Holly runs over and jumps onto it, laughing.
If you like this dump, wait until you see my crummy apartment.
Holly sits up.
If your name isn't Irina, what is it?
Selena takes off her sunglasses and wig, coming over to sit with Holly.
Selena Calabrese.
Oh, sorry.
What's done is done. I go by Selena Kyle nowadays anyway.
That's a pretty name.
Why, thank you. So, there's no family I can take you to. I'm guessing you don't have any identification. No birth certificate, no social security number.
I don't even know what those would look like.
This is going to be a headache and a half. Who do I even call in this situation? A social worker?
Holly suddenly stands in a panic.
I won't go back in the system. I'd rather go to jail.
Calm down. It's not that bad.
You don't understand. Who do you think taught me this business, huh?
Holly.
I figured if I'm gonna do this anyway, might as well go out into the world, make my own money, get my own room, rather than be stuck in some dingy group home with a dozen other kids.
Selena stands, approaching Holly slowly, and pulls her into a big hug.
No one is ever going to touch you like that again. Not unless you want them to.
You promise?
I swear. You're with me now. And that is how it's going to stay.
Holly cries, burying her face against Selena.
Curse my bleeding heart. This was not a complication I was prepared for. What am I supposed to do? Shh. Hey, Holly? Can you read?
A little bit, though my handwriting's not great.
public school is out of the question without a formal identity. But that would mean hiring an attorney, filing paperwork, maybe even a trial over to get you legally emancipated.
Holly pulls back and looks up at Selena.
Emanated?
Emancipated. It means you don't need parents and the state can't force you back into the system. You'll be free.
You can do that?
Not without money, which means you get to help me pull a job.
Holly gasps in excitement, smiling, instantly idolizing Selena. Interior, a nightclub. Leopold Ojo Kyle is sitting in a booth, surrounded by young women. He's throwing money around.
Enjoy yourself, ladies. Drinks are on me.
Holly sits across from him, dressed in a sexy cocktail dress.
Hello. Don't think I've seen you in here before. Do I know you?
Holly puts down a hotel room key card on the table and slides it over.
Would you like to?
Ojo picks up the room key, looks up at her, and grins. Interior, seedy hotel room. Holly leads Ojo inside a dark hotel room. Only the light from the hallway barely lights the entrance to the room. Ojo's laughing, an arm around Holly.
You are bad, aren't you?
Oh, you're about to find out how bad I am.
Oh, yeah?
Holly shuts the door. The room is plunged into darkness.
Yeah.
The lights flick on suddenly, and Ojo whirls around to see Selena sitting in a chair, holding her whip.
Selena?
Ojo whirls around to leave, but Holly pulls out a knife.
Where you going, handsome? Can't handle two girls at once.
Selena stands, thumping the whip handle in her hand.
Or am I too much for you now that I'm a woman?
Ojo looks between them.
Look, let's talk about this. I can explain.
Selena backs Ojo against the bed until he falls onto it, sitting with his hands up.
Can you?
I told you again and again not to use your maiden name. You wouldn't listen. You could have gotten us all killed.
What is so bad about my name?
Selena wraps the whip around Ojo's neck.
Well, okay. The mom's looking for anybody with that last name.
Don't bullshit me, Leo.
I'm not! Falcone sent out a call to all the crime families. He wants anyone with the name Calabrese sent to him. Dead or alive! But the Irish families, they ain't got no loyalty to Falcone. So my guys gave me the warning when they heard I had a Calabrese girl running with my crew.
Selena tightens the whip around his neck.
Keep talking.
Omar! The lot's there! Rick's Calabrese!
Selena releases Ojo. Ojo coughs, massaging his throat.
Who's Rex Calabrese?
Former king of Gotham's underworld. The lion.
A hazy memory. Selena vaguely remembers an out-of-focus vision of a man handing her a rose when she was just a little girl. All she remembers is his smile. Then he turns and leaves.
Papi!
A door slams shut. Interior, hotel room, present. Selena shakes her head, blinking from that sudden memory.
Georgia.
You could have killed me.
Night's still young, Leo. Why didn't you tell me?
Are you kidding? It's you. If I told you that there was even the possibility that you might be the lost crime princess of Gotham, you wouldn't have been able to resist sticking your nose in it. Then me, Yang, the whole crew would have all been gotten slaughtered by Falcone and the Italian mob. I told you a million times, Selena. Curiosity killed the cat.
Selena straightens.
Yes, Leo. You did try to kill this cat. but satisfaction brought her back.
She tilts up Leo's chin with her whip, forcing him to look at her.
You're going to make it up to me.
Like hell!
No, you are. See, I've got a clean rap sheet and some powerful new friends. Oh, yes, Leo. Haven't you heard prison makes monsters out of nonviolent offenders? You shouldn't have sent me there.
I was trying to send you to hell.
Same thing. We don't have to like each other, but you are going to work for me.
Doing what?
Selena smirked.
Holly?
Holly comes over grinning and stands by Selena.
You're gonna be our fence.
Or else Holly here might have to report you for soliciting a teenage girl for sex.
What?
Oh yeah, Leo. She's not even 14. Then again, you always did like them young and easy to manipulate.
You wouldn't.
An entire nightclub just saw you leave with your arm around me.
Those are called corroborating witnesses, Leo.
I made sure we passed by the security cameras too.
And that is called damning evidence.
A smoking gun, even!
So you either play nice or
we can get rough.
Selena cracks the whip. Leo gulps. End.
Yay!
Great job, guys.
So thank you everyone who joined us for the stream tonight. And we hope you'll join us next time for the finale. So let's wrap up the stream so that I can say lovely things to my wonderful cast.
All right. Stopping stream then. Bye, guys.
Hell yeah.